Welcome to week 2. We're going to print off our pattern or pull out your laptop with the pattern visible. I'm going to grab my boards that have all of my pre-cut fabrics on them. And again, as per our instruction sheet, I'm just going to go along here and I'm going to grab, as it's showing you, we're going to be working with our A fabrics today. So easy peasy. I'm just going to go along my board and I'm going to grab all my A fabrics and bring them over to the cutting table. I've laid out my prints in order corresponding to my pattern sheet. And now I'm going to come to my background fabric. I'm going to grab my I fabrics and bring those to the cutting table as well. Okay, so as per your instructions, we're going to take an A square and an I square, and we'll put them right sides together. And then we will mark a line from corner to corner. I'm using my friction iron off pen. And I'm going to continue and do that with all of my pieces. Okay, now that we've marked all of our squares, as per your pattern, you're going to take one of your squares and you are going to sew 1/4 inch on each side of the drawn line. Now, typically I sew my 1/4 inch seams with my 1/4 inch foot that has the flange on it. But for half square triangles, I never use that one. I always put on the 1/4 inch foot like this that has no flange. Depending on your machine, this may be the only 1/4 inch foot you have with it. So perfect, it'll be great for your half square triangles. If you do have a 1/4 inch foot with the flange, I would highly recommend that you have a secondary 1/4 inch foot with no flange, because this will distort the stitching on when you're stitching on top of the fabric. Okay, so let's go to the machine and start stitching all these half square triangles. Okay, we finished sewing our 1/4 inch seams. And now, as per your instructions, we're going to take our pieces, rotary cutter and ruler, and we're going to slice them in half right along the drawn line, like so. And this is going to give us 2 half square triangles. Now you're going to continue with all the rest of the squares. After we've cut all of our pieces in half, we are going to open them up and we are going to press towards the dark side or the print side. Okay, so again, how I like to press my pieces is I'm going to set the seam on both sides and then press towards the print. And the same on the opposite side, press towards the print. Takes a bit of time, but it does make all the difference in the end. Press everything properly. Okay, now that we've pressed open all of our half square triangles, we are going to trim them up. And as per your instructions, they're going to be trimmed down to 2 5/8. So what I've done on my ruler here, I've lined up my 45-degree angle line there, and I've just put some painter's tape on the 5/8 of an inch line. That way my eyes don't go squirrely while I'm trying to trim all of these up. Okay, I have finished squaring up all of these half square triangles, and now we are going to form our pinwheels. So we're going to take 4 of our half square triangles, and first we are going to put together these 2 using a scant 1/4 inch seam there, and then pressing this open to form a rectangle. Then we'll take the bottom 2 squares, scant 1/4 inch seam, and then press those open, and then we will attach this rectangle to this rectangle with a scant 1/4 inch seam, and that will form our pinwheel. And we'll do that with all of the fabrics here. So once we've sewed together 2 squares for the top and 2 squares for the bottom, it's not written in the pattern, but what I am going to do is I'm going to press that seam towards the dark on this one and press the seam towards the dark on this one, so that when we put these 2 together, we can nest those seams right there. All right, we're just going to sew this seam now with a scant 1/4 inch, press it open, and we will have our pinwheel done, and we will repeat with all of the other colorways. Once you've finished sewing your pinwheels, you're going to give them a nice little press. And it's not written in the pattern, but what I like to do with a pinwheel block like this is this last seam, I'm going to press this open, because this little center spot here gets very bulky if you try and press it to one side. So again, this final seam here, we're going to press this open and give it a good press, and then you're done for this week. Thanks so much.